Hi, I'm Jessica Trevino, and I teach 6th through 8th grade reading, social studies, and science at Batesville School. I didn't start off wanting to be a teacher. My mom was a teacher, and I just saw everything that she was going through at the time. She really had a passion for that. I went into criminal justice, but at the time I was working as a probation officer. And I started to see there was a lot of patterns in the people that I had on my docket. And a lot of it had to do with reading and education. I would just go home a lot and talk to my parents, and they were the ones that encouraged me, oh, you should go into teaching. You would be a good teacher, especially because I had a real love for reading. At that time, I started to see things differently, and I thought I could really help kids read and find their love of reading. So that's why I went back to school and decided to become a teacher. And I have kids, and I always try to be the teacher that I want my kids to have, especially right now. So I really try to incorporate what we're doing to things that are really going on into the news or things that are happening right now. And then I also just try to really make sure that my class is very comfortable, because I want all students to share their ideas. I was a very quiet student in school. Looking back on it, I was a good student, but I never had one teacher that actually pushed me maybe out of my comfort zone. So I really try to make sure that I'm attentive to all the kids, because they all have something to share. And it's important that they find their voice. You always think of the memorable moments when kids come and tell you how they did on a test, or how proud they were because they tried or they read something. So just any little thing that you see that you did make a difference or you did spark something in them is always a memorable moment. And hopefully you have one of those small moments every day, because it makes your day better.
One thing that I am continually impressed by with Miss Trevino is she is truly a lifelong learner. I have been so impressed with her this year, knowing that next year Batesville is going to change to an agri-tech leadership academy. She has been integrating a lot of AI and trying a lot of new things technology-wise. She's always the first one when Apple Professional Learning comes to ask good quality questions. And I really admire that, because she's growing in an area that she feels like she is weak in. But I think it's also impressive that she's willing to be vulnerable with the kids, that it might not be something that she's amazing at first, and that it's okay to stumble. And I think that that is really important, modeling not just for classroom skills, but for those soft skills that our kids need beyond the classroom, that she's showing it's important to continue learning and growing as a professional, no matter what it is that you're doing.
She deserves the Teacher of the Year award because she does so much for her students, has special little events and rewards. She also is wonderful with the children that need extra help. I happen to be the teacher for the deaf on campus, and she has one of my students, and she does a miraculous, wonderful job with her. And she also takes on and helps other children who need extra help. All of her children are equal in her classroom, and she is prepared and has everything individualized for her kids.
My favorite thing about Miss Trevino is how encouraging she is about us and supportive she is. Like, she never doubts us in our work or anything. And she's always there supporting us, no matter what it is.
What she does, I really like about her as a whole person and as a teacher, is that she really tries to relate to the students to make class funner. In the morning, it really sticks out how she asks us what we did, and she'll tell us stories of her own. And as class goes on, she tries to really relate to the students.
I was in class, so I had 6th and 7th grade, and Miss G came on the intercom and announced, though, that I was the winner. So the class cheered, and they had a good old time. So it was a lot of fun. And it's just a really big honor. You never really think that your peers look at you in that way. So for them to acknowledge you is a really big deal. It's been really nice seeing my kids, their reaction to me winning, my own family. So it's been a really good time for us these past few weeks.
I was so excited for her because I just can't think of somebody who is more deserving. She's very humble. She would never sign up for something that is in the limelight, but I was just excited, and it was really fun because I had her homeroom students who have had her now for 3 years, and they were so proud to see their teacher being recognized just over the intercom.
My immediate reaction was I knew that she deserved it, and I was very excited for her, and I knew that she wanted it and that she was very happy also.
It means a lot to me because she really deserves that award, because she's always there for all of us no matter what, and she's always encouraging us and supporting us throughout everything.
I'm very proud of her, and it means a lot, like an accomplishment towards her. Her humor is pretty cool.
I think it will be her usual self inspiring the school community from behind the scenes. She would never be the person at the sports banquet to give the awards, but she's back there serving dinner. She actually is volunteering to make the cake. So it's in those little quiet ways. I think also just small things like showing up for students, because it's not a small thing to the kids. She's there for basketball games, for volleyball games, for track meets. She notices when kids make the newspaper, and she makes those clippings and has them highlighted in the classroom. So I don't think that we're going to see her in a big way in front of the camera or out in front leading things in a loud way, but I just think that quiet leadership of making sure that kids feel like they matter in her classroom, it really sets a positive tone in the junior high at Batesville.
Congratulations, Ms. Trevino.
Congratulations, Mrs. Trevino. You definitely deserve Teacher of the Year. I am so happy for you. Enjoy your time and all of the wonderful festivities that go with it.
Congratulations, Ms. Trevino. There is no one more deserving of this award than you.
Thank you, Ms. Trevino. I'm really happy you won Teacher of the Year this year. Congratulations, Ms. Trevino. I'm very proud of you.
Congratulations, Ms. Trevino. It's very well deserved.
Congratulations to our Batesville Teacher of the Year 2025, Ms. Jessica Trevino. Well deserving.
Congratulations to an amazing teacher, Ms. Trevino. You truly, truly deserve this honor.
Congratulations, Ms. Trevino.
Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. Aristotle.